Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another video. So if you're new here, welcome. My name is Shannon and I'm cabin crew. I've been cabin crew for about a year and a half and I've just had about 5 months off, but now I think I'm on my 3rd month back, so I'm well and truly settling in, which is good. And a lot of you have had questions about cabin crew. Feel free to continue asking me more questions. I've got lots to answer, but a lot of people have been asking sort of what's in my cabin crew bags, how I pack for long haul versus short haul, and I thought I would just break it down for you guys. So today I'm going to show you what's in my handbag, and this is the bag that I take for short haul trips, specifically for there and backs only. So when I'm not doing any night stops, I know that I'm coming from my house, I'll be flying, and then I'll be back in my house the same day. And for trips like that, I'll only take one bag. There's no need for me to take a suitcase or a topper or anything like that, as I would do on my night stops and on my long haul trips. So even though there and backs is a lot of driving to and from Heathrow, I like it because I just get to carry one bag around with me, and that is this one. So this is, for reference, the size of my head compared to the size of my handbag. I actually think recently my airline has changed the policy for uniform and accessories and stuff, and I definitely think I should have a handbag smaller than this. However, this one, although it's on its last legs, as you can see, is still in good nick, so I'm not gonna buy another bag when the bag I've currently got is completely fine. Soon I will be looking at getting maybe the size down from this or even smaller, and maybe fitting a lot of this in a topper and taking a topper around with me on short haul trips. But for now, this is the bag that I'm using. I looked up what bag this is, and I don't think they do this exact one anymore on the website, but the one closest to it that I can find is on the Cruise Shoes website. It's the T23206, which is a large black/gold tote handbag with pocket sleeve to fit over suitcase. I don't have the pocket sleeve to fit over the suitcase, but that is the closest that I could find. And it's gone down from £18 currently to £12, so get your discounts, guys. It looks like they've got like a sale on at the minute where every single size bag that they've got is £12. So even the big ones that's like 20 quid is down to £12. So go for it. Get your handbags, cabin crew. But this is the one that I'm using currently. It's got a little sleeve, pops open here, and a zip. Inside, the only pocket that it has is a tiny little pocket just there on the inside, but it has nothing else. So I went onto Amazon and bought a little bag organizer. I can't find the exact one that I found, but if you just type in handbag organizer on Amazon, loads will come up. Just find the dimensions of the bag that you've got and it'll be fine. But I just got this little grey one. I'll show it to you. So everything that I have is actually fit into this little organizer. Everything. This whole bag is empty now. I just slot this inside. I can't even get this back in now. I don't know about you guys, but I need places to put certain things because that would just be a free-for-all. Like trying to find something in there would be a nightmare. So get yourself a little organizer. So I'm just going to go through everything that I take for just a there and back. Obviously for a there and back I don't really need anything. What's required of me is myself and maybe my crew device, and that's sort of it. There's a few things that aren't in here that I'm going to mention quickly first because they're things to do with uniform and stuff that I can't really show you. So as well as everything in here, I would also have my cardigan. If it's a really long flight, say to somewhere in Greece, the odds are that you'll get a nice 20-minute sit down, and it often gets cold on planes. So I always put my cardigan on. I always have my apron packed because that's what I have to wear for the service. I will also have my ID. My ID will usually just sit in this inside little pocket that I've got, along with a little message from my mum that she got me, and the Cafe Nero stamp card. It's the only things that go in there. And then my car key goes in there when I've locked my car. I'll also have an extra name badge in there for the one that I want to change from my shirt to my apron. And then also my cabin shoes, which would be able to fit in here, by the way. I haven't just not put them in here because they don't fit. It used to be the case that we would have to have a pair of terminal shoes and a pair of cabin shoes. I know that sounds crazy, but basically you can only have a certain heel height for when you're on board. So I think it's 2.5 centimetres is the highest you can go up to, and then on the ground they wanted us to wear high heels, so anything from 2.5 centimetres up was classed as your terminal shoes. However, now they've been a bit more lenient with it, and I've bought a pair of shoes that are 2.5 centimetres, so I wear them in the terminal and on board, so then I don't have to carry an extra pair of shoes with me because we carry a lot of bags as it is. I don't need to add anything to those bags that's unnecessary. So that's why I don't have cabin crew shoes in here, but you'll often find that cabin crew do have a second pair of shoes that they will put in their handbag as well. So yeah, that is everything that is currently not in here that I can't show you, but I'm going to show you what is in here. So first of all, essentials. The things that I have to take with me absolutely everywhere, regardless, without fail, will be my personal phone. Obviously, take that everywhere with me. My car key will also be in here once I've locked the car. I also have my crew device in here and my passport. So in here I have my little wallet. It did once upon a time have a nice little S on it, but she's old now. So in here, I don't even know what I have in here anymore. This is where I keep my passport. So my passport's in here. I also have a card for the union that I'm with. Oh, this is my UK Global Health Insurance card. I don't think we have to take those with us anymore, but I do. I also have my yellow fever vaccination certificate. I also have my attestation card in here to basically prove that I am trained to be cabin crew. The rest of stuff in here is actually just rubbish. They're like receipts from commission that we would have got on short haul before. And this is actually my boarding pass from my Seattle trip when I positioned. Don't know why that's still in there. And that's everything that's in the wallet. That comes with me regardless. I just keep that as is. That stays in there all the time. So I have a few portable chargers in here. So I have this one that I got off Amazon. This came in a 2-pack with a black and a white one and the leads as well, which is good. And I also have another one which was my little fuel rod that I got from when I went to Disneyland in California for the first time. So I always keep them in there with me just in case you don't know if the in-seat power is going to be working, if you need to charge your phone. Obviously everything's fully charged when I leave the house anyway. But just to be on the safe side, you never know when you're going to night stop. You never know when there's going to be delays. So I always pack for emergency night stops as well. So that's why I have those in there. I have my purse. I have lots of pens in here. So many pens. I also have a pen that I keep in my apron all the time, along with my bar keys and this little torch device that we've got. That all stays in my apron, so that's just why it's in the side pocket at the minute, because I've taken my apron out. I also have a little snack in here. I normally get snacks from short haul trips that are left over, and we also get crew food, so I shouldn't really need them, but again, you might night stop and need a little something for breakfast, so I just have the odd snack in here. I have a little tiny pocket hairbrush. Again, night stop, I don't know when I'm going to need to take my hair out and put it in one of those buns again, so I take that with me. A pair of earphones in case I have a long break and I want to listen to a book or a podcast, or maybe again we get stuck down route and I want to go to the gym. There's nothing worse than going to the gym in silence. What else is in here? To go with my portable chargers, I have a few extra leads. The leads that are in there currently are for my personal device, but the charging point for my crew device are different, so I bring extra leads to go with the chargers. Could you imagine if I didn't have this organiser? Like, all of this stuff would just be everywhere. I would have no hope. I also have... Oh, whoops. One less hairband. I also have a nail file in here because I get my nails done and I break them all the time, and the worst thing is when you break one to a point where it's like rigid and then you keep catching it on anything, and then it's, say I was wearing my dress, then I would just snag my tights all the time. The shirts that we've got are really delicate now, so I've snagged them all the time, so nail file comes in really handy. I also have a little section with lots of extra hairbands and hair grips in here. It's like a little mini care kit. Your hair could fall out, you could need extra hair grips, you could stop down route and need more, so that all goes in there. And I've also got a tiny, I don't know if you can actually tell what this is, but it's a tiny little sewing kit. So if, say, I rip something or thread comes out on my uniform and I don't have spare uniform, which I always pack, so I will get to that in a minute, but yeah, I keep that just in case. It's a tiny little thing. I don't even know where I got this from. Actually, you know where this is from? In some of the hotels in India, they have these. So I just took one. I think that's all the random little bits that I've got in there. So in this organiser, there's 2 spare little zip sections, which is where I like to keep my things that I don't really want out and about. So like my sanitary pads and things, I'll keep that all in there because you don't just randomly want a tampon flying out of your bag. And like I said, you don't know when you're going to night stop, so I always keep spare uniform, and I keep those in those zipper pockets as well. So I always keep with me a spare pair of underwear, a spare pair of socks for if I'm wearing trousers, a spare pair of tights for if I'm wearing a dress, a spare shirt and a spare cravat, because that is the main highlight of our uniforms. If I'm not wearing that, it's not going to look very good. So I keep all of that in those zipper pockets as well. And the last thing that's in this bag is a little mini liquids pouch. So usually when I'm on a long haul trip or I am night stopping properly, then I will take this bad boy with me because it literally has anything and everything I will ever need. However, when I am doing there and backs, I will take this little guy with me, and it is just the necessities. So say for example we night stopped, I'm thinking I didn't have anything with me, what are the few things that I would need to do? I probably need a moisturiser, a lip balm, some hand sanitizer, toothpaste, like the bare minimum of things that I would need in case of an emergency night stop. So I have hand cream in here, hand sanitizer in here, a lip balm in here. These three things, so the hand sanitizer, the hand cream and the lip balm, I keep with me all the time. Once I've been through security, these usually come straight out and they go into a more reachable pocket in my bag or straight into my apron pocket, because I just use them all the time. I'm constantly sanitizing my hands, reapplying hand cream and reapplying lip balm. So they stay with me all the time. This is a gentle moisturizer because the planes dry you out. At the minimum, you need a moisturizer. There's another lip balm in here. And then this is a tiny little packet with a toothbrush and the tiniest toothpaste ever. And I just keep that all in there. So it's literally just the bare minimum for if in case we stopped anywhere. At least I know I could moisturize my face and clean my teeth. Shower gel and stuff is usually in the hotels anyway. There's a lot of stuff that's usually in the hotels. So I just take the key essentials and the bare minimum of what I would need. And that is everything that I keep in my crew handbag. So yeah, short and sweet guys, but I hope it was helpful to any of you that are going to be crew soon or that are crew and just need help packing your bags. Like I said, that is for there and backs only, and then I always pack for emergency night stops. So if I was going on a trip where I knew I was going to night stop, I'd take more than this, but this is just for a trip where I'm doing a there and back. So I hope that's been helpful. I will do a what's in my cabin crew suitcase and things in the future, so keep an eye out for those videos. And if you have any other questions, please feel free to ask me. But I'm gonna love you and leave you. Thank you so much for watching this video. Remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you soon in my next one. Bye!